episode, I want to talk about oral health and how you can improve it and things that would help you improve it. I'm mostly focused on mouthwashes. I went down this rabbit hole. I went to the dentist and then somehow I ended up on this rabbit hole of different types of mouthwashes. So this whole week, literally from Sunday till, when did I stop? Friday? I've been in a rabbit hole of mouthwashes. And I've been telling people, I'm like, if you need help with the mouthwash, if you don't know what to do, I got you. Like, it's just, I know so many things about it now and it's insane. But in this episode, I just want to talk about my routine and what I use and what I found out, and hopefully it would help you out. And if you have any questions of what I do, you can ask, drop a comment. But if you're not sure of like anything really, and you're brand new and you're scared to try it, just ask your dentist. Like, ask your dentist. They in your mouth. They know what's going on. Just ask them, and they will lead you on the right path of whatever you want. But let's jump into it. I use this Pro Enamel Repair and Whitening. Basically everyone in my family use this. I didn't even realize. They might not use this same type, but the brand we all use. It helps with sensitivity and it's anti-cavity fighting. It repairs, it whitens. I've been using this for like years now, and so it's a brand that I really like. It's one of the top selling brands. It works for me. I didn't really research a lot about toothpastes, but this is what I use. It works. It's not super sensitive. I don't have too many cavities anymore. But these floss picks, they do contain fluoride. I did not know that. But these are the floss picks that I do use. And I was talking to my dentist because I had never really flossed until a few weeks ago. So I didn't know what I was doing. So I was talking to my dentist and they were trying to show me how to floss using the string. And I'm like, I can't do this. I'm up here like, I couldn't do it. And so I was like, I got serious with the pick. So after that dentist visit, I was really focused on learning how to use these correctly. And so I was like, let me just try it. And then I went back to the dentist. This is before I was doing anything really. I was just trying to floss correctly. I went back to the dentist and she was like, oh my gosh, your gums look so good. Your gums look better than when I saw you last time. What have you been doing? And I'm like, I've been trying to floss. And so apparently I'm doing it right. And I can actually tell a difference. My gums are a lot pinker. And that's another thing. Everybody doesn't automatically have pink gums. It depends on the melanin in your system. So your gums can be a bit darker, but your gums are still healthy. And I thought I was just one of the people who had darker gums, but apparently not. I just wasn't flossing correctly. So we on it now. We on it. And so what I was really focused on this week is mouthwashes. And there's two types. So the therapeutic one, and then there's a cosmetics one. So the therapeutic one is the one that mostly kills bad breath, and is it also plaque and gingivitis? I don't want to tell you wrong, but you can Google it. Google therapeutic mouthwashes and it will tell you what they do. And then the second one is cosmetic, which is basically whitening mouthwashes. So, and then a lot of whitening mouthwashes, what I was realizing had anti-cavity stuff with it. And so I was like, okay, so if it's more of a whitening, it's most likely to have some kind of agent for cavities. But that's not always true. But that's what in the mouthwashes that I was looking at, it was basically true. It is this one. So this is what I use. It has I can't say the word, but CPC, and it fights gingivitis and plaques. That's the purpose of it. And you're supposed to, it says help prevent and reduce plaque and gingivitis, help control plaque bacteria that contributes to developing of gingivitis and bleeding gums. With this, in the direction it says, use after your normal brushing and flossing routine. Rinse toothpaste from mouth prior to use. I honestly never read directions on mouthwashes. I just use them. You brush your teeth, you use mouthwash. I never really read directions. And so this is the first time I really was reading the directions of what to do with it. And I'm like, I'm supposed to rinse. I'm supposed to rinse the toothpaste off and then use this? No idea. So I did it. The first time I did it, and I was like, I really saw results. There was only one time, and I was like, wow. I woke up the next morning, I was like, oh my gosh, like my teeth are really white and clean. Because it also has hydrogen peroxide in it. Both of my mouthwashes have hydrogen peroxide in it. And that may be overkill, it might be too much for people, but it works for me right now. And if I feel like something is off in my mouth, like today I felt something was off, I just rinse my mouth out with salt water with some baking soda in it, and it restores whatever's going on in your mouth. So that's what I did today, because I don't know what I did last night, but it was just too much. But anyways, this is what I use in the morning, because the CPC stays in your gum line and in your mouth longer, and it's better to use something like this in the morning. Same with Listerine brands. If you use Listerine, then if it's antiseptic, which is kind of basically the same thing, I want to say, if you use one of those, then you should use it in the morning to kill bad breath and stuff like that. And then if you have another one, use after or at a later time in the day. So this is what I use, alcohol free, all these claims. So I'll try to link everything in the description below. Also, this is not sponsored in any way. It's just what I've been Googling this week. So I just wanted to share my findings with y'all, because I know everybody doesn't Google like I Google. I be in a rabbit hole, and I be asking questions like when I go to the dentist and stuff. So this is what I use in the daytime. I was using it day and night, but then I was like, oh, well, I also want to whiten, and I realized that it was whitening because it has hydrogen peroxide, but it wasn't helping fight cavities. And so I was like, oh, I need a cavity mouthwash. And like I said, most times cavity mouthwashes have, most time whitening mouthwashes have something with cavities in it, something anti-cavity. And so I was like, okay, let me see what I can do, where I can find. And then I found this one. This is the Crest 3D White Anti-Cavity Fluoride Mouthwash. It has fluoride in it, it's alcohol free, it's called Diamond Strong, strengthens enamel, whitens teeth, and helps prevent cavities. It has a 0.02% of sodium fluoride. And this one, you do not have to rinse out your mouth before using. You do not have to rinse out your mouth. You can just use it. Like I said, it also contains hydrogen peroxide. Aids in the prevention of dental cavities. So it's, like I said, it's whitening and fighting cavities at the same time. There's also something called sodium, I can't think of the name, but it's SLS, and it's an active ingredient found in a lot of cosmetic things, but a lot of mouthwashes. and toothpaste and stuff like that. So like the toothpaste I use, it doesn't contain that. The mouthwash, nothing I use contain it, because if I use it, it makes ulcers in my mouth and canker sores. So if you're prone to those kinds of issues, I would recommend not using a product with SLS. So I can't think of the name, but just type it in. I am not a dentist. I do not work in the dentist field. I just Google. So if you have any doubts, talk to your dentist. But this is what I use at night. You're not supposed to eat or drink 30 minutes after using it. So it's a good final product, like at the end of the day. So fighting cavities while you sleep and whitening your teeth while you sleep and you're waking up and you refreshed. And nothing I use have alcohol in it, because I never really cared. It didn't really matter to me about alcohol. But when I was researching, alcohol can cause a lot of bad breath issues. And so I was like, okay, well, if I can avoid using alcohol, then I'm gonna avoid using alcohol. And so nothing I use contains alcohol. And then the final product, these Crest 3D whitening strips for sensitive teeth. I've just been on a roll, guys. I've really been on a roll. I have all these whitening products. I've used this 2 days, yesterday and today. So, I mean, my teeth were never that bad. I just wanted to like see what I can do without paying for teeth whitening at a dentist's office. It's cheaper than that. And so I was like, you know what? Just give it a try, Josh. And so I'm giving it a try. I can't tell you if it's really working or not, because I have the 3 other products with whitening claims and hydrogen peroxide in it. This contains hydrogen peroxide too. So I can't really tell you if it's going to give me that final push for white teeth. But it is what I have. I have sensitive teeth, so I got this brand. This brand, this type. There's a lot, especially of Crest, there's a lot of different ones. I was researching, I was trying to figure out which one worked best for me, and I'm like, you know what, let me just get sensitive teeth, because that's what I do have. I think there's like 2 different versions of sensitive teeth ones, and I just, not the dentist, but like one of the assistants, she was talking about, oh, you should just use the Crest strips, because they work so good. I don't use them, but a lot of people who comes in here, they use them and the teeth are really white. And I was reading a lot of reviews about that, and I was like, oh yeah, well, a lot of people's teeth are white from using these. So I was like, you know what, ADA approved. So looking for stuff with ADA approved, ADA standing for American Dental Association, is really a big key in buying anything for oral health if you want to improve your oral health, because stuff with ADA, and stuff with ADA is proven to work. Like it was a test that they've done on people, and whatever test they was running, whether it's gingivitis, whether it's cavities, whether it's freshening your breath, whatever it is, if it has this approval, that means it works, and you should you should get it. If you don't feel like doing all the research, if you don't feel like doing figuring out all this other stuff that I've been on a roll of doing, you could just look for what you're looking for. If you need a whitening mouthwash, look for one with ADA approved, and on the bottle, or even if they have a website, so if you go to the website, I will try to link it down below. It has a list of everything approved for everything approved of the American Dental Association. So if you want any of those products, it's all been tested, it's all been proven to work, and it will save you a lot of time if you don't feel like looking up every single thing. That was my rabbit hole. Also, just with this staining the teeth or changing the way stuff tastes, like the taste buds, for a period of time. And so if if you're not sure it's for you, if you're not, I don't know, if you're just nervous about using something like this, you can just ask your dentist. That was my week, basically. I've been in this rabbit hole of mouthwashes and oral hygiene, and I enjoyed it so much. I was like, I should just be a dentist. But no, that's not my path. But I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it a lot. But please like, comment. If you have a question, please let me know. To find out a routine that works for you, or just ask your dentist. Your teeth are so important. It's so important. And when I was little, I didn't know that. So a lot of I have like 2 missing teeth here, and a missing tooth here. No, another one here. I just got my wisdom teeth pulled. One of them, and then the other one, I gotta get a root canal. So to improve my oral game, oral health game for a while now, and I'm finally in the end stretch, and I'm just trying to finish it up. So just find products that work for you, and if you enjoy this video, please leave a smiling emoji in the comments so I know you made it to the end, and I appreciate you so much.